Hey guys, what's up? Shadowlands back for another video. Today I'm addressing something that got posted on a Facebook group that I'm a part of. Some people were just kind of, talking about DDoSing and DOSing and all that stuff, and they had a bunch of stuff totally wrong as usual. And I've got questions about this in the past. Ever since I put up my video of pet peeves, I said that I got really annoyed when people called it DDoSing when they have no idea what it actually is. And also, it's kind of common on online video games for some guy to just go, "Oh, I'll DDoS you," and all that kind of stuff, when in fact they really have no idea what they're doing. So today I wanted to explain a little bit about that. I'm not going to go into details, so you're not going to learn how to DDoS or DOS someone through this, but I'm going to explain a little bit about why people who threaten to do that are honestly complete idiots and honestly have no idea what they're doing. So the first question I got asked, obviously, was, can you get hacked from your Facebook account? This was on a Facebook group, so obviously that was the first question. And here's my response. Only if you know what you're doing. I highly doubt anyone on CA knows exactly how. Even if they know the general idea or even how it works, there's a high chance they would screw it up somehow by either mistaking the IP they get for another IP, forgetting to allocate network bits, or something stupid like that. Even if they did get a hold of your IP, they would have to know how to break the packet size limit of 65,500 packets in order to DOS you anyway. That's the maximum number of packets you can send through a command prompt ping, which is how most people get to a DOS attack, but that's that. Because in many cases, that number of packets is not enough to DOS a server or slow down a client enough that's running on a fast Ethernet connection, which is like that direct LAN plug-in. So if you have like a Ethernet cable plugged into the back of your computer directly to your router, if you're on that kind of connection, it's not going to be enough to DOS you. That being said, if they threaten to DDoS you, you can assume they're already too stupid to know what they're even talking about. A DDoS attack requires an entire server farm of at least 2 separated networks with at least 2 hosts apiece, so 4 hosts, to complete a true DDoS. What they are trying to say is they want to DOS you, which is a very different thing and that almost anyone with basic knowledge can pull off. That being said, if they don't know the difference, then they tell you they will DDoS you anyway. You can just assume they're bluffing or truly have no clue what they're doing, so you're safe either way. They're either too stupid to actually do it, or they can't afford it. The reason being is I highly doubt anyone on CA can afford a dual network system with 2 hosts capable of DDoS level output each. So like a computer that can put out that number of packets per second over an internet, they would not only have to have practically Google Fiber to do it, or some very, very high gigabit Ethernet, but they'd also have to have 4 machines capable of doing that. Even if someone could afford it, they would still have to know how to do it. And to know how to set that up properly and how it works is very difficult to do, and get it to run the way that you want it to is very difficult. Fun fact, 90% of people that try to DOS someone, especially through their Facebook, end up attacking their own network because they forget to exchange host bits. So the next thing was, someone said, oh, so would it be easier to grab their IP from a Minecraft server? Well, it's still not that easy. That gives you their network ISP link, so yes, you could DOS their ISP link and get yourself arrested faster than you could snap your fingers. Go ahead and try it. You would need to reallocate host bits, then netstat the address that you get from that to grab a copy of their ARP table on their network, which is somewhere else in the world, for that person's network. And so finally you would have to establish a port forward on your machine to the specific host you're looking for on the ARP table. And for that, you still have to know which host you're looking for on the ARP table. So you also have to, after that, once I said, like I said earlier, you need to alter the bit rate from that 65,500 maximum to a higher maximum, and then you can start DDoSing or DOSing, whatever you're trying to do. DDoSing is actually a little more confusing because then you have to do that whole process for 4 computers, and you still need to know how to connect your 2 networks so that they work properly. And that's only if they do not have a dual band router setup, which is 2 routers that are just connected to each other, if you guys don't know what that is. A DMZ, which is kind of like a private zone that people have to go through to get to your network, or a dual router / layer 3 switch configured, which is a layer 2 switch is one that you just plug into, and it doesn't do anything except connect things, sort of like the dual band router setup that I mentioned earlier. A layer 3 switch is actually configured to have protection on it, so if they have any of that kind of stuff configured, that's more steps you have to go through to actually DOS someone. And that method also does not account for any passwords or access lists they may have installed on their network, all of which require more steps even than what I mentioned before to properly DOS somebody. So, very long story short, wrapping up this conversation, this whole commentary here, if someone threatens to DDoS you, just blow them off. They're completely stupid. They have no idea what they're talking about, because I highly doubt they have $10,000 worth of network equipment solely set up to DOS you, or DDoS you. That being said, if someone threatens to DOS you, maybe you could take it a little seriously, but I highly doubt everyone here has 8 years worth of networking training that I have. But overall, thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and don't fear the DOSers, and I will see you guys next time. Shadowlands out.